Now the new poem, Amanda, has been composed by Robin Ely. In this poem, he describes the mentality of the children as he compared with the nature. As we know, we all want freedom to do anything. Freedom is the most vital things in our life. Even the birds and human beings like to move anywhere freely without any obstruction. But as we know, if you have freedom to do something, but you have also something that you have not to do. As the birds teach their young ones how to pray, how to move when they are too young. Like this, a child is also needed to have a protection from his parents. Parents teaches him the right things. Generally, you know, children are very joyful. Each child thinks he has to avail the freedom. There should be none to control him, to do or not to do. He likes to live in this free world, avail the pleasure of the nature, avail everything that gives him joy. But the parents also forbid to do this work, because to move on the path is very difficult for the newcomers, the new child. A path has been laid by our ancestors, and that is our prime duty to respond to the path. So freedom is essential, no doubt. But what not to do, it is also essential. Children are completely ignorant about it. They like freedom everywhere, even in the school, even in his home. Really, he wants a friendly environment everywhere. Now, in this poem, Amanda is a young girl, female child. She is now starting reading. She starts to go to the school for learning. She wants to be free so that no one could curtail her freedom. But her mother forbids to do. And the first stanza, don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunt your soldiers, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Amanda is a little girl. She wants to live his life freely in amusement. Her mother instructs her to do such type of activities. There are some habits of the children, and particularly one of them is biting nails. Biting nails is also a bad habit, because in our nails inside there must be dust and germs. When we put our hands into the mouth, when we eat our food, the dust and germs will mix with the food and go into our abdomen. That causes a different disease. So, Amanda's mother forbid her for nail biting. Amanda has the habit to bend down his head, moves her shoulders up and down while sitting. She teaches him a lesson that a person should sit on the chair and everywhere erect, straight. In the second stanza, there is a languid emerald saying, past. Now here, it has been compared to the emerald means green. Very cautious, very costly it is, and its color is green. The sea is in front of her. It is too vast. Water of the sea is clear like the green. Amanda thinks that her life should be in the comparison of the ship. There is no obstruction in the sea for flowing. She likes to amuse herself, to enjoy like the sea. The vast sea is lying in front of her. There is green water in this, where the sole inhabitant is me. And at that place, Amanda says that she is alone. Soul means alone, lonely, only. She is the only girl who is looking the vast sea. It means the world is vast. And really everyone likes to enjoy the happiness of the world that has been provided by the nature. And so she compares the sea to the nature. The sea is alone there to see the vast world. A melody drift peacefully. As we know, water fairies. Water fairy, that is the imagination of the child. As the water fairy enjoys herself by touching the water of the sea and to move blissfully, joyfully everywhere, she too likes to move, to run everywhere happily without any anxieties. And she also likes No one, no one should curtail her freedom. In the third stanza, did you finish your homework, Amanda? This homework, this word indicates that she is reading in the school. Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Children are not willing to visit the school. When they are too young, they like to enjoy with her mother at home. The school is the new place for him. And Amanda has the experience of the school because she also goes to the school for reading. So home assignment is also given to her. So her mother asked her whether she can perform her home assignment. And as I think she told that you have to clean your room yourself and you have to clean your shoes too. Have you done it, Amanda? In the next stanza, third stanza, I am an orphan, roaming the street. I pattered soft dust with my hushed bare foot to silence his golden. The freedom is sweet. She says that she is an orphan. Orphan means the person, there should a person who doesn't have parents to look after. The orphan word has been used here by his mother, by Amanda, because her father and mother always teach her not to do this work. Do your work promptly, and you have a selected periods to solve your problem. Now she finds himself alone in the house. That's why the word orphan had been used here. Like an orphan boy, she is running in the street, and on the street there is soft dust. She constructs a structure with the dust that is lying on the street by her naked feet. It means by his naked feet she constructs a structure with the help of the dust that is lying on the road. And to see the dust, she says, silence is golden, whereas freedom is sweet. She realizes herself that if someone asks you not to do this work, or to do this work, and you do not answer him, keeps your mouth mum, that is the silence. And it is also compared with the golden. It is a golden time. It is a golden period for her to make herself silence in front of her mother. Whereas freedom is sweet. Freedom is sweet, it means she likes freedom. She likes to enjoy its sweetness, to roam everywhere, to move everywhere. But it is essential for her parents to show the right path to her. Understanding? Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Children are very fond of chocolates, eating sweet things. Remember your aunt Amanda. Amanda is also fond of eating chocolate. She has pimples on her face. Her mother recalls her, not to eat chocolate because your face has pimples that will increase, that will cause harm to you. And she also said, whenever she is talking to you, that is her duty to listen her patiently. I am a Rapunzel. Rapunzel, the word is used here, it is the name of a person. Rapunzel, I am a Rapunzel, I have not a care. Life in tower is tranquil and rare. I certainly never let down my bright hair. I am Rapunzel. I am Rapunzel. Rapunzel was a person who lived alone in the tower. Rapunzel was a person who used to live in the tower alone. There was silence everywhere. There was none to disturb him. He had no care and anxieties when he was in the tower. Really, Amanda also likes to lead her life like a Rapunzel. She wants to live her life in peace. There should be no one to disturb him as Rapunzel was living. And she also addresses that she will not allow her hair to let down. It means she likes to enjoy the environment and the nature of the surrounding places. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. It means when her mother teaches her not to do such type of activity, she becomes sad. She thinks that her mother wants to curtail her freedom that she liked to avail. Here so Stop the sulking at once. At once means immediately. तुरंत जिसको कहते हैं. Amanda, remove your sadness, moody. अगर sulk फूला हुआ मुंह. आदमी जब दुख में होता है गुस्से में तो मुंह फुला के बैठ जाता है. Like this. She was sitting in a sulking mood. It means she becomes sorry. She becomes unhappy. And in that very situation, her mother asked him not to do such type of activity. It seems that your mood becomes hot. So please remove it. Remove your sadness and be happy. You are always so moody, Amanda. Francis tells her, whenever she asks her to do something, such type of activity is shown by her. Anyone would think that I nag at you. To see these activities, anyone will think that she would vex him. She would trying to discover her fault. To see this activity, everyone would think that her mother is trying always to find out faults in him. Amanda, so please remove your activity. Remove the sadness of your face that is seen right now. The poet has described the natural things that are happening in our daily life. While a child has no idea about the things, whether it is good for him or bad for him. This lesson to distinguish the bad and good is taught by her father or mother. Amanda, the girl, realized herself as an orphan because she is always hexed by her mother not to do such type of activities. It means the nature is for everyone. So it is essential to protect the nature, and to protect the nature it means to protect the life. If you disturb the nature, certainly you will face the harm, you will face the loss. Like this, if you perform such type of activities in your life, you have to face so many problems.